Hi. I got my DNA report in yesterday, and I had some time to look it over a little bit. A little bit. I started classes back up yesterday. I'm finishing up my master's degree this year, so I've been going back and forth through readings, and I got a lot of stuff going on. But I did want to come on and kind of share a little bit of the excitement because I did get my DNA report back. So it is as long as they say it is. It's, awesome. I'm kind of dorky. I like the plastic binding, so I went to the store. This is one of my husband's old books, but I went to the store and got some binding and some nice paper. It's nice and long. And it goes through and it tells you, it breaks down all the SNPs that they're testing. And then it's really cool. I called Curry, my business partner, and asked him a little bit about it. And we went through and he kind of just showed me. I like what they do here in the back, and I'll show you. They give you a list of all the base ingredients and then exactly why they include them and what it's going to do for you. But the cool thing is then you have this special section that's just for the key nutrients and other ingredients that are for you, that are personally broken down to that microgram just for you, so that it helps with your with your health and that preventative measure, just to make sure that even if right now the things that you are marked at aren't something that is really an issue for you, it's kind of helping. Trying to think of the words that I used. It's stopping it. It's not stopping it because it can't stop it. You don't know what's going to happen with health and in the future. But what it's doing is it's starting to treat it right now and stop and kind of doing some of that preventative maintenance, so that when you're in the future you're not dealing with some of the stuff possibly that you've got going on that are on your DNA markers. So anyways, I do want to. I like what they do. So here's my test. Here's my SNPs back. Okay. And then on the other side of that, they do tell you what's going on. So I'm just going to kind of go through mine. I found out I'm pretty healthy. I got some good genes going on, which is why my grandpa's probably 91 and still kicking her like he's a youngin'. But so my report came back. I had 4 reds, 4 yellows, and 10 greens. So what the 10 does, it means the green is a 0, the yellow is a 1, and the red is a 2. And what that is the green result means that neither parent gave you that variant. Okay? The yellow means that one parent gave you that variant and one gave you a gene with no variant. And then the 2, or the red, which means the 2 points, or which is the 2, it means that both your parents, so that's why it's got 2, gave you that variant. So for me, I have the explanations, because I'm kind of dorky, I like that stuff, and then I have what my actual DNA report is. And so APOB is healthy lipid support. The APOB gene helps support healthy heart by maintaining healthy cholesterol levels already in the normal range. And that for me came back, both parents gave me that. So that's a red marker for me. So, I'm really excited and happy, especially working where I work, knowing what I know about what can happen if this stuff doesn't get addressed, really the critical things that can happen in it. So I'm kind of happy that I know that that's going to be that potentially could be an issue for me in the future. And what makes me really excited is that my customized nutrition that is it's being shipped tomorrow, that was formulated for me based off of the DNA swab that I saw. If you guys, or that I did on Facebook, if you guys didn't see that, go ahead and go through my timeline, and it's even up on YouTube. But yeah, you can see how easy and simple it is to do the DNA test right out of your house, and you just send it right out in the mail. It's all prepaid postage and all that good stuff. So like I was saying, that APOB variant for me, both parents passed down that variant for me. So, that's a great thing to be looking into. The ATPC5C1 It's mitochondrial function. And with the mitochondrial function, this gene encodes the gamma subunit of the mitochondrial ATP synthesase enzyme. It is part of a complex. Okay, it's part of the complex V in the mitochondrial respiratory chain. So I don't even know if I read that right because I'm not a scientist. But anyways, what it says is it's important for the energy production within a cell. And shockingly, I didn't get that. That's a good variant. I have 0 on that. Those are green. The CRP, which is the healthy inflammatory support, it's known as a C-reactive protein, and this is an acute phase reactant that is produced in the liver and then is secreted into the bloodstream. It is stimulated by the IL-6 that is produced by the microphages. I'm probably saying it wrong. And fat cells. CRP can be detected as a blood marker for inflammation. And that one, hey guys, that one is healthy. So I have no, my parents did not pass anything on my healthy inflammatory response to that down. So CYP, it's either 11 or 11, B2, that's healthy blood pressure. And both of my parents passed me down that variant. Thanks, Mom and Dad. So, you know, it's going to be nice right now. I mean, it's funny because my husband and I were just having a conversation about, well, Mary Beth, every time you go in, and for those of you who don't know, I had heart surgery this last summer, so we've been really monitoring that kind of stuff, you know, when I go in for my checkups and whatnot. And every time I go in, I have really good blood pressure, and which is crazy because I'm a high stress person. So for me to have have low blood pressure is always, you know, a mystical thing in itself. But he was when we were looking at this report, because he's, you know, getting really interested into this and getting on board with this 100% with me. He said, well, how are you going to explain that? Because you always have good blood pressure, and what's, you know, if you have 2 variants that are coming down saying that, if you have a red marker on there saying that both your parents passed that down to you, you know, like, what are we gonna, what's the purpose of this, I guess, is really what he was asking, because we're both new to this. And so I called my upline, and, you know, obviously, preventative maintenance, guys. Yeah, right now, I'm fairly young. I'm 36 years old, so for some people, I'm probably ancient. For others, I'm a baby, and for me, I'm just kind of living the best years of my life right now, and knowing what's going on and how to take care of it so that in the future it's not problematic for me. That's huge for me, especially as I'm getting into my 40s and a long time and getting older. It's nice to know that I am treating myself the way that I should be being treated, and that I'm doing some preventative maintenance, because let's be honest, bad health's expensive. Nobody wants to be unhealthy, you know. So my next one is the EPHX1, and I'm going to go ahead and read that. And that's just the detoxification gene. It supports the detoxification of the myriad of pollutants we are exposed to every day, including cigarette smoke, car exhaust, pesticides, alcohol, smoke from burning woods, etc., by encoding the production of the EPHX1 enzyme. Okay, so for me, the detoxification came back. I have no variants on that, which makes me really happy. FTO, healthy weight management. I'm happy to report. I don't think I need to go into too much detail with that. It's known as fat mass and obesity associated with protein. It's also known as a alpha keto. I'm not even going to try that. FTO, it's known to be an RNA. I don't know what that is either. So if you guys want my DNA report, I am very happy to share it with you. You're more than welcome to go through and read through it. But I'm happy to report that I don't have the variants that are passed down for healthy weight management, which is cool, which is funny, Mom and Dad, for, you know, just letting you guys know you guys didn't pass me down any of those bad health or weight management issues. We all know our parents complain about that, or, you know, and it's funny because people in my family have said, you know, be careful and watch what you're doing, and, you know, weight's an issue as you get older in our family. And I'm thinking it's, for me, It might be, who knows, but a lot of it is lifestyle dependent for me on that category. So that's nice to know that I have control of that, and it's not something that I'm going to be dependent on someone else or on anything else. So that was green. And the FUT2 is a vitamin, it's vitamin B12, okay? I'm going to go through my page here. So the vitamin B12 encodes the enzyme, I don't know. Guys, yeah, there's really no point for me to read this to you because I'm just going to sound like a big old moron. But basically, my B12, one of my parents passed down that variant. So in my customized nutrition, they are going to supplement that for me to make it healthy and to keep it healthy. And like I said, we're doing some I'm doing preventative maintenance for my health in the long run, because I don't want to be someone who's in the hospital. I don't want to be someone who's got issues going on all the time. So, it's, making your health a habit, that's a big deal, especially like I said, right now I'm in my 30s, so I'm feeling really healthy. I'm in a really good part of my life, but I'm also coming into that age where I'm starting to notice different things going on. And nobody wants to be in bad health. Nobody likes to be in bad health. It's crummy. It feels crummy. So the next one for my B12 is the oxidative stress support. And apparently I don't get that variant from either one of my parents, which one of them is really high strung and the other one's always got stuff going on. So that's shocking to me. That must just be that's a lifestyle. I can't say anything. I'm a high strung person. I would have thought that would have came back high, but I'm going to go ahead and look and see what that says, because I'm not really sure what the oxidative stress support is. It just these are said enzymes found in many cells. Yeah. Oh, they are involved in the detoxification of foreign compounds. Okay. So basically, I guess I'm good on the detoxing here, guys. So the next one is going to be the healthy immune support. It's the IL-6. That's the marker they're going to look for. And for me, both of my parents are passing down that variant for me. That's a big deal. Nobody likes to be sick. I work. I have a certain amount of sick days. I don't want to have to stay home with my kids that get sick that are in school. My husband's a school teacher and I work in a hospital. So for me to have something that's addressing my immune system, that's a big deal. And it's customized right down to the macro or microgram for me. So for me, I feel that that's important, and I love the fact that I don't love the fact that it's been passed down by that I have two variants of it from both of my parents, but I really, really enjoy the fact that my customized nutrition is going to address that situation for me. Okay, or that deficiency, if you will. So here's a crazy thing, ladies. I don't know how familiar you are with the MTHFR, and that's the homocysteine folate. So that's an issue for childbearing women, because it is the MTHFR gene also helps your body manage homocysteine by determining which form of folic acid, or reduced folate your body uses most effectively. That's a big deal. If you don't know anything about MTHFR, look it up. It's very, very important when you're looking at reproduction. And so the irony here is that there's two, so you might not be able to tell because it's probably going to look backwards too, but like I said, please send me a message. I'm more than happy to share my DNA report with you. I go Facebook Live. My DNA is not shyer than me. So but one of them I have no variants, and the other one of my parents passed that down to me. Luckily, I didn't have any issues with the folic acid and all that other stuff when I was pregnant, but that's a huge deal for women when they are trying to conceive and carry children and carry out that healthy pregnancy. There's a lot of stuff you need to look into on that. So, ladies, be diligent, and at the least, I mean, I'm not trying to be all salesy or whatever, but this DNA test it's a great thing just to know, okay, is this something that I need to readdress and figure out how I'm going to supplement while, I'm looking to get pregnant, or I am pregnant, or, however that may be. So I'm not trying to I'm not making claims. I'm just saying that's a really, really important thing for us ladies to be taken care of and addressing and looking into. So the MTRR is the homocysteine healthy heart. And this was the one, this is the one SNP that I was like, I want to know what's going on. I just had a hole in my heart replaced this summer. Not that that probably had anything to do with it, but on here, both of my parents passed me down some crappy heart genes for this category anyways. It's the gene that encodes the MTRR, so it's the homocysteine healthy heart enzyme, which specifically supports cardiovascular health by regulating the homocysteine levels. Okay, so that's good to know. You know, your heart, that thing's kind of important, so making sure that you're taking good care of it, it's a big deal. This will be a shock to no one who knows me, but the NQ0, or it's either NQ01 or NQ01, please forgive me. It's the energy, it says energy, and mine's green. So if you know me, I'm a high energy person, but the gene determines which form of CoQ10 your body uses most effectively to help eliminate free radicals and provide cellular energy. So free radical support's huge. I mean, guys, if you're in tune with, if you know anything about your digestive system and just the way that your body, you know, goes through things, having a healthy free radical support, it's a big deal. Okay, so we're going to keep moving on, and we're going to look at the PON1. It's the lipid oxidation support. Ugh. Okay, so for me, that's green. Neither one of my parents passed down that variant to me. CoQ10. Thanks, Sarah. So it's not CoQ10. Oh, sister coming in hot to help me out on these Facebook Lives. I love it. Thank you. Anyways, I didn't claim to be a scientist or know any of this, know everything about it. I have a report that explains it to me. I'm just very passionate about health and wellness, and I find this, whatever. Sarah, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm moving on to the lipid oxidation, goodness. And that for me is neither one of my parents passed that down. So I have the SOD2, it's the free radical defense, and that gene helps protect against oxidation by eliminating toxins, superoxide free radicals by regulating the production of an enzyme called manganese superoxide. Yeah, I probably am not going to just keep reading those because I'm going to sound like an even bigger moron than I already did. But anyways, I don't have any issues with that. I did not get any of those markers passed down from my parents. Then the TNF-A, it's a healthy inflammatory response. I had one of my parents pass that down, so I do have one of those variants. And it helps regulate healthy inflammatory response, which makes a lot of sense. It explains a lot. Oh, not the best hair day, sorry guys. And then the VDR, it's a vitamin D receptor, which is huge. I was interested to see how that worked here, and given, you know, the lack of vitamin D that we get here a lot. But mine says I have one variant of that passed down from one of my parents. So it produces it produces a protein receptor that plays a key role in effectively utilizing the vitamin D. So that would explain sometimes why I get a little, I guess if you want to call it seasonal depression, or, you know, I get moody. Those of you that know me know that about me. Sometimes I do. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Overall, I mean, I have 10 green markers, which is really good. I'm excited. I'm happy about that. That's good. I guess it's pretty unusual. I'm not sure. I was talking to my business partner, Curry, and he's like, there was a guy that had 9. And I said, oh, I have 10. And he goes, you're not fair. You're not fair. So anyways, the cool thing is, so now in that back, I talked that in your DNA report, what they do is they give you base ingredients. So the base ingredients that is going to be the base for your customized nutrition, right? We need a base, we need a foundation for anything they're making. But the cool thing is then they go into the more key nutrients and other ingredients. So in here they list all the other ingredients that they are going to break down right down to the microgram for me, which is super awesome. Hey Amber. Congrats on the new puppy, adding to the family. Somebody's got to be an animal person, hey? But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Like I said, please, 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 by all means, if you're interested in this, and I know this is kind of weird. It's like, how can I get this information for my home and then turn around and get some customized nutrition? This is definitely ground floor and pretty cool. I'm excited to have the opportunity to be part of this business, and I'm excited for it to fully launch. We're still kind of in a pre-launch phase right now, so we're slowly starting to be discovered. It's pretty cool. I've had a couple reach outs here. I actually had an email today saying, I've never heard of this, and I want you to come and be part of a vendor show for me, and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, it's pretty cool. It's a ground floor network marketing company that it's gonna go make some waves. And really, I wonder how knowing that there's something that is customized, that you can get customized for you based off of a DNA swab, I'm wondering how you know that, and then decide that you're going to get something off the shelf that is made for everyone. Maybe made, a year ago, but it doesn't expire for another year, so we're going to keep it on the shelf. This one, monthly, your supplement is formulated, so it's fresh when it comes to you. And like I said, it's customized. It's right down to that microgram for you. So it's pretty exciting. I said a lot. Sorry guys, that's one of my things to kick in 2019 when I'm talking, is not to say that word. I'm super excited. My stuff is en route tomorrow, so I will definitely, when I get it, I will kind of go through the ingredients that I have in mind, and let you guys know what's going on. I'm still doing that pre-nutrition that came in my Uforia Science kit. They give you have 180 veggie caps, and they are vegan friendly, which is cool for all the vegans out there, and they're gluten free. So that's cool for all the people that have that sensitivity to the wheat like I do. I can't take supplements that are not gluten free, and I just take 3 in the morning and 3 at night. Not a big deal. I'm gonna just do it right now here. Nothing too crazy. It's just 3 capsules. All right, and I just take it with some water. And that is actually, it is a cleanse system, and it features the AC11. So if you guys are not familiar with that, go ahead and shoot me a message. I can let you know a little bit more about that. However, I am going to end this live because it was very long and probably embarrassing if I go back and watch it. Once I realized how to pronounce every single thing, I got really excited and wanted to share it. So for the gurus out there that are sitting there super annoyed because I pronounce words that they use every single day inaccurately, I do apologize. I don't use those words every day, but I did my best. So have a nice day.